Hello, everyone. So, this week for Module 3, it has asked us to identify an area, event, or situation related to diversity, racial, ethnic, religious, economic, gender, age, sexual orientation that has challenged us. It's asked us to describe our response, how we might respond differently in the future, and how this experience may impact our professional work. So, I don't know if maybe y'all can tell or not. It's kind of dark in here. I'm not white. A lot of people I've been asked my whole life, "What are you? What are you? What's your ethnicity?" My mom is half black. My dad is white. So therefore, I'm like a quarter black. But everyone, my whole life, and even to this day, I get asked like crazy, what my ethnicity is, and people assume that I'm Middle Eastern. Like I said, I'm 25% black, but I grew up in a very small area, a very small school. Some may have heard of it. It's called Honaker, Virginia. It's like Russell County area. Um, but we had just a handful of, mixed students and African students. And, me and my sister were among, the mixed students that were there. I I never really saw myself as different because what 8-year-old little girl, focuses on appearance. I was just a carefree child, just, I just wanted to have fun. Um, I was used to being around. I grew up in an all white town and an all white school, so I was just used to that. I was used to seeing, white people, my father, and even my older sister. She's lighter complexion, light eyes, and light brown hair. And my features, they were just always darker, just me and my mother. And, it wasn't until the third grade when people started making comments, calling me the weird looking girl, the dark girl, the girl with the funny skin. And looking back now, I know that that was just ignorance. Those people in Honaker had never seen a brown person before or any person of color. And maybe even their family hadn't either. And they were just, they just, I guess they just didn't know any better, didn't know that what they were saying to me was offensive. Um, it took such a toll on me, third grade. Um, I came home, I asked my mother if I could have my skin bleached. And I'll just never forget how heartbroken she was because I am brown because of her. And, I'm really lucky I had her to advocate for me and, you know, take the appropriate measures, with the school board and whatnot to, stop these students and let them know how wrong this was. And now that I'm older, I embrace who I am. I'm not insecure like I once was. And I feel like this could help me with my career because when there's someone going through what I went through, as an 8-year-old little girl, I can stick up for them. I can advocate for them. Because I've been there, I've done that, and I've walked that. And I meant to mention um, in the fourth grade, so a year later, was 9/11, and the comments they got worse. Because of how people felt about Middle Eastern people, and then with me like resembling somebody from the Middle East, the comments to me and my mother, they were just it was just it wasn't a good time. Right after 9/11. Um, and and today I do respond a lot differently versus I used to take it very personal, and it really hurt me. Um, but like I said, now I'm really cool, calm, and collective about it. Um, you know, I mean, I don't think people are as openly racist I mean, you will have some, especially with who's in office, but um, I feel like people have closeted their racism a little more these days because they know it can affect their job and whatnot. So I mean, and luckily, but my response, like I said, I'm just more mature about it, and you there's worse things in this world. There, I mean, well, to me, there's nothing worse in this world than to be a racist. It's just disgusting. But I went through this, and I went through this for a reason. And so when, when I am ready to start my new career as a social worker, I plan to fight, the racial injustice and, I'll just be that voice of reason for people. Thank you.